There are some explosive details we need to go over. So here is the picture. She did a video on Instagram of what is probably revolting chocolate with some flour sprinkles in, and we see Meghan Markle shares rare insight into £21.4 million mansion in sweet video with Harry. GB News say, I think it's fair to say the business isn't just successful, it's flying off the shelf. And then it goes on to say that Harry took a bar from the As Ever Valentine's Day collection, which saw multiple items sell out within 24 hours. We'd like to the actual proof for that, GB News. Getting all 4 bars will cost fans £134, but that does include 2 jams and a candle as well. Okay, this is what we need to remember. There are calls for Harry and Meghan to be stripped of their titles. We know that Harry has long had a very negative relationship with Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, and Andrew has been stripped of his titles. He is dominating the press with these damning allegations coming out from the Epstein files. He's off the Royal Lodge. He's off that land now. He has gone to Sandringham. Meghan Markle has broken her silence with this video, whereby she is almost skipping through her mansion. She is handing the chocolate to Prince Harry, and in effect they are both promoting this commercial venture in the face of the biggest disaster I believe the royal family have ever faced. She is boasting that she has her titles, and she is not afraid to use them. What's interesting, though, is we need to go back in time. We need to look at the broad picture of this, because Harry and Andrew, there are many stories regarding them. If you've read Andrew Loney's book, you'll know he said there was a physical alteration between Harry and Andrew.
But let's go to what Harry said in Spare. The prince wrote, despite being involved in an embarrassing scandal, accused of having sexually abused a young woman, nobody had suggested removing his security. Harry continues, people may have a lot of grievances towards us, but sexual offenses weren't one of them. So there is the saying, isn't there? Sweet like chocolate. Of everything Meghan Markle does and Harry, you think they can't get more offensive, but I actually think this is so deeply offensive what they are doing. We are seeing women come out with damning allegations. We are seeing stories come out that are exposing how I believe the palace have enabled and covered up Andrew for decades. It is impossible. No one else within the palace and on royal grounds knew that there were things taking place that I believe put women and children at a safeguarding risk. So Harry and Meghan do not hold any space for what is going on. They are on the offensive, gloating, using their titles to commercially capitalize in the face of everything that's going on. And we need to remember, Meghan Markle is linked to Prince Andrew. Yes, via being part of the royal family, but she was asked, or the question was floated, regarding whether she would be giving a testimony and evidence regarding Virginia Giuffre. I'm bringing this story to you, and I want to, you have to do your own research with this, but I find it near on impossible that Meghan Markle and Andrew Mountbatten Windsor could not have crossed paths before she met Harry. I've spoken openly about Soho House. Soho House is a private members club, and many people cross paths. We know that Andrew Mountbatten Windsor was spending time in Canada, in Toronto, around the launch of Soho House there. That is also where Meghan Markle is based. There are so many parts of this where I believe they very likely did cross paths. We also know that Meghan Markle was friends with Jeffrey Epstein's girlfriend. So I think we have to ask these questions. And I also believe that Meghan being associated by this lawyer was a very clear sign from the lawyer that was saying, your card is marked.
Marked, we know information. Now, of course, I could be absolutely wrong here, and by you doing your own research, you'll come to a conclusion that you think is accurate. But I do not think we have got the full truth. I don't think we are anywhere near the truth at all. So let's look at this piece. It says, Virginia Giuffre lawyer suggests calling Meghan Markle to testify in Prince Andrew case. This is a piece from 2021. Meghan Markle is in a position to perhaps have seen what he did, lawyer David Boyes. The piece goes on to say,
say, Meghan Markle may be called to dispose over legal action against Prince Andrew, said the lawyer of Virginia Roberts Dufresne, who has accused the prince of sexually assaulting her when she was 17. Ms. Markle could have some important knowledge, David Boys, the attorney representing Ms. Dufresne, told the Daily Beast on Tuesday. Mr. Boys said he may seek to depose Ms. Markle as part of the civil suit slapped against the prince by Ms. Dufresne, and said he believed Ms. Markle could be expected to tell the truth. She is somebody we can count on to tell the truth, Mr. Boys said. He also believes that she might have picked up some important knowledge about the royals' behaviour. He said Ms. Markle was a close companion to Prince Andrew and therefore probably saw what he did. The piece continues. He said Ms. Markle, was a close companion. He also cited 3 reasons for Ms. Markle to be a potential deposition subject. 1, she is in the US, so we have jurisdiction over her. 2, she is somebody who obviously, at least for a period of time, was a close associate of Prince Andrew, and hence is in a position to perhaps have seen what he did, and perhaps if not to have seen what he did, to have heard people talk about it. Because of her past association with him, she may very well have important knowledge and will certainly have some knowledge. 3, she is somebody who we can count on to tell the truth. She checks all 3 boxes, the lawyer added. Ms. Dufresne is suing the prince over claims she was forced to have sex with him when she was 17 years old. The prince, however, has denied all allegations. Mr. Boyce confirmed, "We would likely take 1 or 2 depositions of people close to Andrew who would have knowledge of his actions. That might include his ex-wife, it could possibly be his brother." So in the context of this release with Meghan Markle, people might think, oh, it's just Meghan being grifty launching chocolate. No, I think this is a very, very clear clapback. It's impossible with my professional head on,